In this edition of Real Estate Pro Tips, I'm going to share with you 5 tips for the first-time home seller. The first tip is that the outside of your home is just as important, if not more important, than the inside of your house. A lot of homeowners get all busy getting the inside ready, and they fail massively in getting their outside ready. We've all heard the expression of curb appeal. Well, what does it really mean? It means creating that positive experience for that buyer from the moment that they get out of their car, they walk up the driveway, they look at the entranceway, they open the door, and they take in the first view of your home. Now, this is creating that first impression and that positive experience. It's a very emotional process for a buyer, and that early impression is what's going to set the tone for the remainder of the showing. My second tip is to make necessary repairs early. All homes take on some wear and tear through normal use. For some families a little bit more than others, but chances are your home has suffered a few dings and scratches over the years as well. You might not notice them anymore, but to a buyer they're going to be glaring defects. I can tell you from experience that buyers will tend to overestimate the true cost of repairing these defects, and you're much better off to do the work yourself. It's much easier to remove those objections up front than it is to try to negotiate a fair compensation for the work to be completed. Number 3, know your numbers. Call your mortgage lender. Ask them how much is the remaining balance of your mortgage. Also ask them, is there any discharge penalty? And if so, how much? How much time is left in the term of my mortgage? Ask your real estate agent, what are the closing costs involved in selling my home? Putting all these figures together will help you to understand what your bottom number is. It becomes especially important if you're negotiating and you're trying to determine how much am I going to have towards the next purchase. Many families are selling their home to move to another one, whether it's to upsize and do a bigger home for their growing family. Maybe it's a lateral move because of a job relocation. Maybe it's a downsize. Whatever the case, you need to know the numbers. Number 4, know your agent. Not all agents are created equal, and you need to carefully select who you choose to represent you in the sale of your home. I believe there's a large disparity between one agent over another, and if you stop to think about it, it makes sense. There are over 3,000 licensed real estate agents on the Ottawa Real Estate Board, and in 2013 there was just over 12,300 homes transacted over the MLS system. This means if you work it out, that's less than 4 homes per agent. The reality is that there are a lot of part-time agents out there. I would argue you need a full-time agent because A, they're going to know the market better, B, they're going to have access to a larger network of buyers and sellers that they interact with on a regular basis, and C, probably the most important of all, they're going to be more practiced in their vocabulary and their negotiating skills to better protect you and ultimately better negotiate for you so that you get more money for the sale of your home. My last tip is be prepared for showings. You're not always going to have 24 hours notice for a showing request. There will be those times that you'll have short notice and you may have to scramble to get your home ready for a showing. See what you can do ahead of time, making sure that when you leave the house in the morning that your home is in the best state it can be. Put a plan in place where if you have to work or if you have kids or if you have a pet and you need to make arrangements, see what you can do ahead of time. Maybe it's having a basket or an empty drawer that you can take everything off the counter and hide it away for the day. Do what you need to do that you can have your home ready for a showing in a short period of time. Selling your home can be a daunting task, but it shouldn't be. If you have a home to sell, please contact me and we'll set up a home selling strategy. I'll help you price the home effectively. We'll work out a powerful marketing program and ultimately we'll get your home sold for top dollar in the least amount of time. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to like this video, hit subscribe, tell your friends. Until next time, I'm Dave Robertson, your real estate professional for life.